Hello and welcome to this video. Today we are going to the future and we are going to do a head-up display, alien-esque style, like this. This is something that I am working on a sci-fi film I am pre-producing.
And action!
Is it on?
I am shooting!
Okay. If you follow this technique, you will be able to do this, this, and this. Let's start this. So let's start a new composition. Let's call it HUD 2, 10 seconds, Full HD, 25 frames per second. So first thing I am going to do is to create a basic circle. So I'm going to the center, click Command Alt Shift on the Mac, and it will create a perfect circle and centered. So no fill, and let's put 5 here. Okay, nice. Color, I use a basic color, this one, and this is our basic layer, so let's make it 50 pixels. All right, now this is the basic layer I'm going to copy a lot of times, so let's do basic stuff as trim paths, as I want to tell it that on the first second it will be building up, so all components will build up during 1 second. Okay, so this is first layer. Let's close all this and let's duplicate this one. Here I'm going to add dashes and I'm going to make it a little bigger, something like this. Okay, it's nice. And this layer will start rotating. Press R 1 time on this 10 seconds, so 1 full circle. Okay, this is the inside. Remember, we are going to do an outer shell and then a circuit that is inside it. Now let's duplicate again the first layer and make it bigger. Okay, let's duplicate it again and make it again something like 150. And let's create here an arm. Okay, so nothing selected. Let's go inside this. And I'm going to use these markers here to give me, press space to do this. And now I correct this one with Shift. Okay, so we have, let's make it red. By the way, let's call it arm. And let's make it something like this. 10 was okay. 10 was okay. Let's make it the same color as before, full capital C's. And we have this arm. The thing is that if you create an adjustment layer and if you use their curves, you will be able to transform the colors of these. Okay, you see the point. And then we can add a glow to make it stand out. So whenever you need, you just work here. If you need, you restart. Okay, so you always have the choice of changing wherever you want by applying effects on the adjustment layer. Let's go on. I want to create here a division in the arm. Let's duplicate it and make it a difference. Let's make it smaller from 10 to 5. And we have this line there. Let's make it round. Okay. And let's duplicate this. Make it normal. Again, we are going to make it smaller, so 2 pixels. And in the... oh, I forgot to do something here. And it's important to do it right now, which is the trim path for the arm. So if I have a lot of them to do, I just start each one of them on second one, and in the top one. Okay. Now select all them, press U, and we work much faster this way. Okay. This third line, I wanted to make it here 50-50, so it will disappear. And now I will use an expression, wiggle, 1 time per second, 55 of value. It's much, a little bit up than 50, but it's the way I like to work. So it will do that kind of thing. Okay, this is one arm. I forgot to do something. Let's do it again here, which is the repeater. Let's make it 4 arms. No 100 pixels off center, but with 90 degrees. So we have 4 arms now. Let's copy this repeater. Whoa. And paste it in the other arms. So now we have this graphic. By the way, if I do not want 4 exactly the same, what we could do is to go to the repeater and say 2, 180 degrees. So we have only these 2. And now we duplicate this and we rotate it 90 degrees. So now we have different animations. Okay, and let's go on. We are going to duplicate again the first layer, make it bigger. Okay, it can be this, not that big. Okay, and again duplicate this, and on this one I'm going back to the 5, but make it bigger. Let's zoom a bit. Nice. And so in the middle one, this one, oh, I am going, oh, okay, no problem. I thought I was forgetting the trim path again. 50-50. And let's apply paste. Doesn't work, so wiggle 0.8 comma 55. Let's copy this and paste it down, but let's change this a bit and let's make it 78. So it's now doing this. I want to rotate this one time from second 1 to second 10. It will do one turn. Now I will duplicate this and make it difference. So I have 2. And whenever they are inside the other, they will clear it. Okay? Let's save this and let's go on. We need another circle. Big one. So let's make it 220. No, even bigger, 250. Okay. Let's create here another arm. So more or less around here to here. Arms are red, and let's change its name. I want to, okay, make it bigger. Oh, I'm working in the wrong. Okay, I think I was doing this wrong. So everything I did undo, everything unselected, so we create a new layer. That's what I wanted, and that's what I was missing. From here to here. Arms are red, and let's change its name. Now, no fill. 15 is okay, and let's change its color. I was finding it funny, it was already done. Okay. With the adjustment layer. This arm is now going to be duplicated. Difference. Let's make it smaller, like 10. Let's make this round. And here I'm going to adjust those values. For this layer. So we'll shift click and we adjust it. Something like this. Nice. And inside this arm, now first let me create exactly as I was forgetting again the trim path, building from the beginning. Okay, and let's create now some elements inside that here. Let's make it smaller, like 6. And we can create two, 9. Okay, and we can make this was okay, but I want to offset this from here to here going outside the other way, so minus. So let's see, save. This kind of graphics. Okay, sending information from this circle to the outside. Now, let's create a repeater for this. This is the first arm. Let's create 8 copies. And 0. There you go. Now we copy this repeater to the other arms. Paste and paste. There you go. Okay, now let's create a new circle. Let's duplicate this one. Oh, I'm using the wrong one. First layer is always the best. Okay, let me for now create 500. So this is the upper limit. And duplicate this one and work below. Something like here. The top one will be 20, maybe more. And we can work this way. So below it, we can create some elements there with dashes. Okay, let's make it bigger. Okay, I think it's this number. You always fight it. And let's offset this. Okay. Let's create here another arm. Okay, uniting this. This could be, whoop, down here. No, it was better as it was. Okay, nothing selected. Okay, I'm looking at it and I see that this arm here should be rotating, and it is not. I think it's this one. Arms are these, yes, this one. So let's make it rotate. Second one, rotation 0, second 10, rotation 1. It is a bit offset, but I'm not going to waste any more time on it. You see how it goes. And now let's create here a new one from here to here. More like this. Again, no fill. Let's make it this one larger and color the same. And let's create something on it. Trim paths again. Let me correct the path a little bit here. Still don't like it. Okay. And arms are red and I changed their name. In this arm, let's create a duplicate with exclusion or difference. And again, make it smaller. And on this one, I'm not going to do anything. I will leave it blank. I will simply repeat this arm using the same repeater. Copy, paste, paste. It was not a good idea, as you can see, because of this layer. So let's correct this, correcting this path here to here, and this path here. Let's make it round, by the way. Whoa, from here okay, enter to here. And on this one I will not build anything. And I think you are getting the point. So this layer here deleted, it was not a good idea. Let's create a final arm to connect all this. So with nothing selected, I will create it using this line here to be perfect. At least once. From here, space to here. With shift it will draw a perfect line, and now I can correct this point here, and let's do the same. This is red, and I will call it arm 2. And this one again has no fill. Color is capital C. Here we can make it big. Trim paths. It's always the same. swap here. Okay. This arm here, let's do something final on this one, something really thin. Maybe not that thin. Okay. Round, let's see how it is. Each time you choose round, it will do sometimes a trick like this. So shift click and correct this. And up there, maybe a little bit down also. And now we can make something there. Duplicate it. Let's make it normal. Let's make it 4. And let's wiggle this. So 50-50. Alt click, wiggle. 1 time per second, value 55. Copy. Alt click, paste. And done. Perfect. Except the repeater. I could have done this before once, but you get excited and you don't do it correctly. So 90. Copy the repeater and done. On this one, I'm going to copy the repeater, but I will change it to 2 and 180 degrees, and duplicate this and rotate it 90 degrees. Okay, there you go. This is the outer shell. So let's select everything and pre-compose it as the outer shell. But I still didn't finish, I forgot something. This layer here, which is the top layer. Okay, let's duplicate it. Difference, let's set some things here. It was the other way around. Okay, so there are 4 holes there, and let's create now a ball. Small ball in the center, nothing selected. Let's go even further to make it perfect. Here, Control Alt Shift. Let's do it like this. What is going on? Okay, there it is. And 5. There's our ball. Now let's first rotate this layer, more or less this. Now let's take our ball out of position and put it there. Okay, big ball, so let's make it 1. Now let's rotate this 23. So wiggle 1 time per second 23. So this ball is in there, always changing position with this layer, and we will pre-compose them. We can call it outer circle, and we will randomize this rotation for these two elements, 99 degrees 1 time per second. So what is going on? Where is my ball? Okay, let me do it differently then. Okay. And here I can make it normal, I think. No, let me make it different. And there you go. It's a big rotation. Let me make it 0.4. So it's much slower and we can appreciate the ball moving. Okay. And I forgot to create 4 balls. So repeater. Let's make 2 copies first with 0 difference in position and 180 degrees of difference. And now duplicate this and rotate it 180. Sorry, 90 degrees. There you go. And here we have I honestly do not know. Okay. Where was my adjustment layer? But I was inside these 2 layers there. So this is the outer shell. Okay. And for the sake of this tutorial, I am going to add a new layer I was not counting just to make this work. So I mean that I'm going to build the circuits, but the outer shell is rotating, so it's a bit weird. So let's go. This one can be okay. Just a little bit bigger. Smaller. Another one. Final one. So I'm going this as a crazy graphic. Copy and paste this one, and I'm going to duplicate two and make it one of the top of them difference. So there you have it. Save. Now we can start. So nothing selected, and I'm going to draw one starting point right in the center. And let's go to the top until here. So this is our circuit. Let's add some points to that. So let me change them. To here and this one to here. Now we create some crazy curves. Let me just create it because it still doesn't have anything. Like this. Use this tool to create a new shape. Let's start with this, and let's create a repeater, 10 copies, 0 difference here, 36, and let's see what we have until now. I'm thinking about rotating the outer shell, which means that I will need the top layer outside. So cut, paste, this one can rotate, the top layer doesn't. Let's see, save. So inside it is rotating, outside it is not. We cannot see it. Unless we do something on it. Okay, something like this. So the interior is changing, but the exterior is not. This is our circuit. We can change its color. Okay. Of course, each time you do change something, it will do changes to the repeater, so you will change the pattern, and as soon as you are happy, you can create the components. So the components basically, let's just see the circuit. The components basically are the same circuit duplicated with a different stroke width, and then you control them with the trim path that I see that I didn't do. So let's do it. Trim path here, okay, and trim path, okay, you, okay, and now we control them with this. On the first frame, it's 0 with 0,1 to 99.9%. Then we copy this to here, for instance. I delete the first because I prefer to work with opacity. Here, opacity 100, 0. And now with the trim path, if we loop this with this expression and paste, they are working. Now, if I duplicate this layer, I just need to select the timing, press Alt, change the timing, and we have 2 points of the circuit always running. Okay. There you go. Of course, whenever you want, you can change the color. So let's make them red, at least one. So you get the idea. Or white. Or some color. So this is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is how I built my head-up displays for my Sci-Fi project. Okay, this is what we have done. And this is what I had before. So you can see it's the same technique. You simply get different results by simply creating changes in the shapes. You can always now work with pre-compositions. Something like opacity, or creating an effect there that is not on the other layers. Things like this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was instructive and you learn a new technique. And I see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this, like the video, comment if you have something to say or ask, and subscribe for more videos like this. I see you in the next video. Take care.